So I don't know what the deal is with the politics of roaches and stuff like that and shit. And like radiation and roaches and shit like that. And be like, oh, dude. I'm like, man, what's going on with this shit, man? What? A burden or what? How much having at DMV today? How much, if you have a real ID, right? You have like a valid driver's license. How do you get a real ID where you need to get a real ID? You need a birth certificate in order, but you already fulfill the prerequisites to get a regular ID. So if you're saying you need to replace this with a real ID, why is it you have to show a documentation of like your birth certificate? Oh wait, maybe it's just me. And then they send you in the full, and then they're like, oh, see if you can navigate this. By the way, we're gonna get into your space, and such, and you need vitamin E oil, and such, and on top of that, we're gonna inundate you, control your roaches and stuff, and stuff like that, and so. And like, oh, but your dog is bringing in roaches because he poops inside. My dog poops like 5 times a day. I mean, I shampoo the carpet. I don't know. And then on top of that, it's like you got SpaceX and you got man, I don't know, man, I really don't know. And you watch the Eternals and like, man, that was kind of like crazy, like that was like an Oscar winner right there. That 2 second moment right there of acting. Why can't I say that? I was one moment I should have won an Oscar. So now, after this point, like you can move all my out, you can remove us from our name, you can send us, give us aliases and stuff like that. Make sure my meds die while you do it in transition and get us into a real asylum and stuff like that. If you want us to do like that, or we can like be that. I mean, um, but it doesn't seem like something that I can like really existentially put my mind around and be like, oh yeah, because it doesn't seem like it's ever a viable solution or a viable option. It's like, oh well, you're gonna have to move all this shit yourself down the stairs by yourself, and we're gonna break your bank first, and then like you're just basically that's what's not gonna happen. So I mean that's essentially you don't even think about that. You just say, well, oh, I get it. The Hulu was off, right? The Hulu was off because I paid $600 in cable. I paid $600 in cable, and the Hulu was off. So you went crazy, and because you're sloth and you're glutton and everything, and you're like you're lust, and that's it. And that's it. Okay. Well, here, let me see if this is what it was. I wasn't sure if that's what you were talking about. Like my OGism, my immigrationism, can't read between the lines. Where it's like Comcast is saying, look, this is a problem. This is a problem. Look at home, my mom makes my soup every night. This is a problem. And I don't even know if that is actually the case. Maybe it's just like people are dying everywhere. Maybe it's like you go to Antarctica. Maybe it's like the new thing is like you have to get jumped, or the new thing is like oh we're gonna send you to jail, or the new thing is like I don't know. Maybe just you're not human. Chinese is not human. Oh, but you're Chinese. A passport. A passport. Oh, for domestic flights, I have to go to have I have to have a passport. A passport. Okay. But you work for DMV. Okay. Right. You work for domestic violence, right? Okay. So maybe Apple's conglomerate is Russia and something like that, and they're just calling it full on such and such because the United States is half Russia, is half Russia since the '80s. So like so everything that's in the United States that's Russia, the sanctions and stuff, the embargoes or whatever, you know, are like are like have cutting out supplies of United States supplies and stuff like that, where people don't even know. Like, oh, we're cutting off our dogs, we're cutting off our blue pits, we're cutting off our blue rabbits, we're cutting off our blue, we're cutting off everything. And you couldn't, and we're cutting off, we're cutting more. We're not having deep eye sockets, whether you're Penadol or not.